Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video by Logrey, and this is a bit of a longer video, so, sorry that it's a bit longer, but the thing is I had so much footage and it was hard to cut everything down and still include the interesting parts. So, if you couldn't tell by the title, today we are going to be reviewing this Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book. Now, if you didn't know, I did this book back in, like, 5th grade, I think, or 6th grade. So you can imagine how my mind was back then. Yeah, it's kind of funny going back and reading it. So there's a lot of stuff that's really funny, and interesting to learn. You'll probably learn a lot about me, from this book and from what I'm doing now. Hopefully you enjoy it, even though it's a bit longer. Hopefully you, will find it interesting and, find something funny or take away something that you learned. Let's go ahead and get into reading my Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book that I made in 6th grade. I wonder, if it's dark out night and there are cows in a field, can you see the cows? Or is it just floating white spots you see? Some of you will get the reference. Okay. Here it is. The Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book that I wrote. Ooh, should I open it? Should I open it? Should I open it? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Oh, okay. You know, not actually too bad so far. I mean, I didn't draw my picture. I didn't do a lot of things that it asked me to do in this book because, I mean, I was in middle school. I didn't really care. Like, I just did whatever I wanted to do in this book. Like, it's my book, so I guess I could, draw things Diary of a Wimpy Kid style sometime in the future. I could draw some of my, myself and try at least. This book belongs to. I didn't feel that either, but, I mean, I guess that's kind of a good thing because, imagine if someone saw this and my name was written on it and they looked all through it and then they just were like, hey, I think this is your book, That would be so awkward. I would not want anyone to see this in middle school, probably. I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't care that much. But, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of funny now. I guess we should just get on with it. So, what are you gonna do with this thing? Okay, this is your book now, so technically, you can do whatever you want with it. I guess throwing things at Raleigh counts. But if you write anything in this journal, make sure you hold on to it, because one day you're going to want to show people what you were like back when you were a kid. Here we go. Whatever you do, just make sure you don't write down your feelings in here, because one thing's for sure, this is not a diary. Starting off with my desert island picks now. I gotta say, Star Wars The Complete Saga. I mean, great game. Great game. I mean, I had the original for the DS. Oh, I played so many hours of that game. I beat every single level, got all the gold bricks and all the, what do you call them? The little fire extinguisher looking things that they have like a green and blue or a green and red light on it. I don't even know what they're called, but I collected all of them anyways. I had like every single character except for Ghost Anakin. I never actually got him because I blew all my money on Ghost Yoda and he cost like 2.4 million coins, and I loved Yoda back then, so Yoda was like my favorite Star Wars character. So yeah, there's like no way I was gonna be able to buy him right after I just bought Yoda, and then I didn't really play it enough to get that many more coins. I think I had like 1.7 million or something like that. Close, but not that close. Next game was Skylanders. Yeah, I mean, that game was actually pretty fun for me as a middle schooler, but I don't know, it's more directed towards kids. Scribbinauts, now that game is still probably a fun game. If you don't know what Scribbinauts is, it basically, There's like a kid with the notebook, and in the notepad you can basically write whatever you want and it'll create it. So I could write like, I don't know, a laser gun and it would create it, or a flying dinosaur, it would create it. Even some of the most random things like cars with laser guns and shark teeth. I mean, it would create, you could create a flying car with laser guns. You could whatever you wanted. So you had to go around different worlds and try and solve for different problems. Like if someone wanted to be in a band, but he didn't have anything to do, you could make him a guitar. Or if there was a knight and he was trying to fight a dragon, you could make him a shield and a sword or a bow and arrow or whatever you wanted. So yeah, that game was pretty fun. And of course, technically I'm only allowed to put 3 things, but you know, I just added like whatever else I wanted. I didn't care. I just put Pokemon Y 3DS. Of course, classic game. Everyone probably knows what that is. I beat the whole game of that too. Gym leader, all the gym leaders, the like 4, final 4, and the final boss. I beat that lady like 5 times probably. Songs. My taste in music has definitely changed since then. Toby Mac and In and Out of Time. In and Out of Time was by Colton Dixon. Toby Mac is not even a song. It's an artist. I mean, back in elementary school through middle school, I swear every single time that we did like our little Sunday, all our like church songs, it was always Toby Mac. Like, it was always that one Packing My Bag song or whatever. I swear we did that every year in VBS, like every day. That song, I don't know how it never got annoying for me, but it's annoying for me now. Books, The Wimpy Kid, Magic Treehouse, and Madagascar 3. I didn't even know Madagascar 3 was a book, but hey. The Wimpy Kid, yes, we had to do this program called AR, and you basically had to read books and take tests on them for so many points, and like a 24-chapter book was only worth like a single point, and these poor middle school kids had to get 40 points. I had like 42 points I had to get one year, so I had to read like 40 chapter books and more. So yeah, these books were easy to remember, easy to read, and easy to take the tests on. So yeah, Magic Treehouse and Wimpy Kid got me through middle school AR. Movies, How to Train Your Dragon, Rio, Cars 2. I loved all those. I really liked Birds growing up, and I always loved How to Train Your Dragon from the first one all the way to the second one. And I did see the recent third one. You know, it was a more love kid style plot, but you know, I mean, it was all right. I also have a bunch of other movies that yeah, I definitely shouldn't have put, but I did it anyways. Captain America, Monsters, The Winter Soldier, Captain America again. I think that's Monsters University. That's probably what that was. And then Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know how to write back then. Moving on. Have you ever section? Have you ever gotten a haircut that was so bad you had to stay home from school? No. I don't think I've ever gotten a bad haircut in general. And also, I don't like homework, and one thing I don't like more than homework is makeup work. So even if I got a bad haircut, I'd still probably go to school because I do not want to fall behind. Have you ever had to put suntan lotion on a grown-up? At that time, no. Since then, yes. Have you ever been bitten by an animal? Yes. When I was younger, we had this small little Boston Terrier. His name was Chipper, named after the Atlanta Braves player. And yeah, I was just playing with him. He was super fun, but the problem was he would tear up literally everything. That's why we got him plastic chew toys. Yeah, those didn't even exist after he was around them. It was ripped up into shreds, that plastic. I don't even know how, but he could do it. And one time I was playing with him, you know, like a young 6th grader would be doing, and I didn't even realize I was messing with him too much. And he jumped up to try and bite the rag that I had and bit me straight in the face. It wasn't that bad, but I had some bite marks and my face was bleeding a little bit. That was pretty interesting. Have you ever been bitten by a person? Yes, I put yes. I don't know when, probably by one of my sisters, I think. Have you ever tried to blow a bubble with a mouthful of raisins? Does anyone do that? If you are the one who has done that, please tell me in the comments because I want to meet you. Just kidding. I don't want raisins all over my face. My personality test. What is your favorite animal? Bird. Write down 4 adjectives that you liked. just to describe why you liked it. I was a huge fan of birds. Very creative examples. It can fly. It's nice. It's cool. Yeah. And colorful. I mean, that's true in a lot of cases. My favorite color was green. And my 4 adjectives were nice, pretty, smooth, and grassy? Maybe because grass is green, but I guess, is that even an adjective? I don't even know. And then upside down it says, the adjective you wrote for your favorite animal describes how you think of yourself. Are they trying to insult me here? I mean, I guess I can fly. Maybe, you know what? That's not an insult. I'm nice, cool, and I guess I could say I'm colorful. The adjectives you wrote down for your favorite color describe how other people think of you. So people think I'm nice, pretty, and smooth. And grassy. That's interesting. Okay, moving on. What is the title of the last book that you read? Magic Treehouse, that makes sense. I still have a collection of Magic Treehouse books because I used to love to read them in middle school. List 4 adjectives that describe what you thought of that book. That it was cool, fun, and in-suiting. Whatever that means. I think that means interesting, maybe? My favorite movie, I don't know. I could not decide. I loved all movies. Probably maybe Star Wars at that point was my favorite movie. But now, recently, I watched Tenet. And I loved that movie. It was a classic Christopher Nolan movie. I mean, I think I saw it the opening week. But I saw it with my friend Carter. Comics. Yeah, I was pretty bad at these. I don't know quite what I meant. But like the guy says, I don't know. There's a look at my drawing skills back in middle school. Top class. I was like the most famous art person in the world. I was basically a young Bob Ross. So, yeah, I learned Vincent van Gogh by the time I was in 2nd grade. If you want to read these, feel free. I don't understand them, so you probably don't understand them either. What's in your brain? YouTube, girls, music, video games, TV, sleep, food, recess, weekends, movies, food, and friends. Yeah, honestly, I watched a lot of YouTube back in the day. I watched tons of Minecraft videos. Everything from, like, Sunday Craner to Unspeakable Gaming, Troll Guy. I mean, you name it, I watched so many Minecraft videos. Now, I don't really play Minecraft that often. I mean, this brain is probably more accurate towards me, except if you cut this video games in half and put, like, half sports, because I do like to play soccer. If you can tell, I just had a soccer game today. So, weekends, yeah, I mean, I like weekends. TV, I probably watch more YouTube and then TV, but I have recently been really liking the Cobra Kai series, new season coming out. That's really good. Coming out January 8th. And I also liked Stranger Things, what else? Mandalorian, of course. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess those kind of count as TV series because on the TV, so. And also food, I'd probably put more movies, less food. I always loved food growing up, and I still love trying all different kinds of food. But ever since I did started doing soccer a couple years ago, I've started, like, trying to eat more healthy and stay in shape for the future, so. That's why I don't eat, like, a lot of, I hardly ever drink soda. I almost always get, if we ever go somewhere where drinks are free, then I usually get, like, unsweet tea, but normally I just get water anywhere, including house. Predicting the future, yeah, I mean, the only thing I really got right on this was the $1 cheeseburger, which, I mean, I guess that's probably true right now. I mean, I think McDonald's has $1 cheeseburgers. I mean, pets will have their own everythings, and underwear will be made of soft puffs, and bad people will no longer exist. Annoying catchphrases, guess what? Chicken butt Mary Poopins was eating her poopsicle while eating her poop corn on the pump log. Yeah, but I don't even know what I put there. Anyways, the future should have, in the year 99 infinity, we should have more reading and science. Maybe not the reading part. I mean, some books, but science I kind of agree with. I just took the SAT last Saturday, and I wondered, why in the world don't they put a science portion? Because although I don't want to have to do more tests, I'm way better at science than anything else. So, predict more future. I'll live 2 miles from my current home. Definitely doesn't make sense, but, you know, I'll be married, hopefully. I'll have 2 kids and a boy. I will work as a scientist, which I think means scientist. I'll make $1 billion a year, and I'll live in a nice big house on a huge field. And I would take a jetpack to school every day. I'll be 10 feet, 120 inches tall. Yeah, that's a bit ambitious, but, I guess it's possible. I'll have the same basic haircut I have now. That's probably false, but, my haircut's similar. It's not the same basic, but, it's kind of similar. Although, it used to be, combed the other way. So, yeah. I'll be in really excellent shape. I hope. I definitely want to be in excellent shape. I listen to the same kind of music. That's definitely not true because my taste in music has definitely changed since then. I've visited 3 different countries. Well, since then, I think I visited 7. I've been to a lot of Spanish countries, Mexico, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, I guess is a territory, but, I guess it counts. And I've been to Guatemala and some other places. I've been there mostly on mission trips, but, thing that will change the most about me will be getting better at math and spelling and having a wife. Well, I hope to have a wife, I think, and better at math. Yeah, I've been doing well in geometry, so I guess. And spelling has come easy ever since 7th grade, so I guess those are all true. Predict your future. This was a game that I didn't care about doing because I just wanted the best things for myself, so I just chose whatever I wanted to choose. Mansion, beach, 10 kids, that's not something I think I'd want to have anymore. There was no such thing as a bird for your pet, so I just added it in because guess what? I didn't care. Job, I wanted to be an actor, and vehicle, I wanted to ride a helicopter to work every day and make $100 million a year. Honestly, I think it would still be pretty cool to be an actor if I was famous actor, but that would be fun. Design your dream house. This had everything from go-kart tracks to arcade rooms, pools, 100-inch plasma TVs, and even a whole food court. So, yeah, it was pretty fun. I don't think I would have had servants, but, the Friends Hall of Fame. I'm sorry if any of you guys are watching this video and are on this list, but some of this is still true. Most likely to fall asleep in class, John. I don't know which John that is, so I couldn't tell you. Most likely to become a billionaire was Logan. Now, here's why I had that. One year, Logan was on my basketball team in elementary and middle school, so I sat at his table for a while, and there was I don't know, but it was a full lunch table, so we had multiple tables, and you basically just sat at the table where most of your friends sat, but it was probably 40 to 60 kids per table, maybe. And his dad came in one year for his birthday and bought every single person their own thing of ice cream. Think about that. Every single person at the table, he bought them their own thing of ice cream for his birthday. I'm like, no, you don't just get a box of cookies or cupcakes. No, everyone gets their own individual whole pint of ice cream. How much money you gotta have to pay for all that? Maybe it's not that much. So, I think his dad owned a lawyer business or something, so I just expected him to be a millionaire. Most likely to accidentally wear pajamas to school, Madison. That might be the same Madison I'm thinking of. Probably. I would probably still agree with that. I think she forgot that it wasn't pajama or dress-up day a couple times. And she still believed in Santa through 7th grade. So maybe that was why I put it down. Most likely to join the circus, Caroline. Oh my gosh. If any of you guys know Caroline Lee still goes to the school. Probably most of you are watching this video. Yeah, I think this is still true. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys who know her in class are probably agreeing. If you're watching this video, Caroline, which I don't see you'd have any reason to watch this video, I'm sorry, but yeah. Most likely to set a world record was just my friends back in middle school. Those have probably changed since then, definitely. Rules for my family, I could do another video on creating things like that now for what I think, but yeah, I don't think there would be. I didn't really care to fill out those things then. I could talk about my classmates, but if you'd want to, maybe I could answer those when I have more time. I could answer this. I've walked more than 7 miles. One time my mom was running a marathon, when she had me and my 2 sisters. So she puts my 2 sisters in a stroller, like a 2-seated stroller. I basically just walked with her. I mean, I was so young that, like, when you're in middle school, you have so much energy. Like, I could run a marathon and be fine. I think I'd probably 1 week is pretty reasonable for longest I've ever gone without watching TV. But, like, on mission trips, sometimes there's no TV at all, and I haven't, like, I've gone 2 weeks probably without watching TV. But more life by the numbers, that stuff is all kind of boring stuff. I've been to a lot of different states. I've been to California, Texas, South Carolina, Tennessee. I've been to New York once when I was really young. Yeah, I've been to a lot of different states. Unfinished comics, yeah. I wanted to see my worm go to heaven. I just wanted to see the glass go to heaven. That's why I broke it. I don't know if that even makes sense. I guess it kind of makes sense. My own comics, I guess I could make some of my own comics now, but I could try that in another video. Practicing my signature. I think I've done this since, I mean, this was like my signature back in middle school. I guess this was my signature when I pulled this book out, probably in like high school. No, no, not high school. That would have been probably, maybe, 9th grade, maybe. I mean, I looked at this book probably in 9th grade and tried to re-practice my signature. I don't know. It would probably be pretty similar to that now. Let's see. If I drew my signature now. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty similar. That's probably my signature. But you know what I don't like? What's tough is when official documents ask you to sign on the line. Like, right on the line. Because then I have to, like, write my signature sideways. Like, I can do that, but then I'm so used to doing it underneath, and now I just have to go. And I go to make the S, and I'm like, it does. Injuries, yeah, not much. I mean, I skinned my leg riding a bike and fell off a skateboard riding down a hill. That's pretty much it. Questions from Raleigh. Yeah, these questions were kind of dumb, and I never cared to answer them. My sandwich, you can tell my diet has changed since then, because, yeah, I had white bread, cookies, chicken tenders, brownies, ketchup, and fried chicken. And I don't even know why I put ketchup on here. I don't even like ketchup. I never even really liked it. I mean, it's made out of tomatoes. My brain, man. I mean, everyone's brain in middle school, though, was whack. Sports animals was my sports team. Yeah, very creative, I know. I was just a fan of animals back then. I loved animals, so. More unfinished, terrible comics. Why was my book in the shredder? Oops, I thought it was a bookshelf. So that's why it was so loud. No, that was my new book. Yeah, sorry for you, man. Activity pages. Intelligence tester. Do this maze to check and see if you're dumb or smart. I had a 6th grade big brain, so guess what? I am not dumb because, wow, most people might think that this maze is impossible, and they are dumb. Okay? I was not. Big brain all the way around. Finished. Bam! What? Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking with this kid's book, but read this in a mirror as loud as you can. I am a moron. Wow, Roderick, man. This guy's gonna be a great husband one day. This is where I'm probably gonna end it. The famous section, form your own band. Now, if you didn't know, I've been playing drums since like 3 years old. If you didn't see my like intro I'm back to YouTube video, I've been playing drums. That's probably my best talent. So I've been really good at drums. That's one of my best talents, and I always wanted to start a band. Okay, and technically I have a band, and I played in like some coffee shops and mostly at pep rallies, games, and other things. But this legendary band name. Now, if you don't get the reference, when I was in like 6th grade, I watched The Karate Kid with my dad. Now, in The Karate Kid, the main character, Daniel, he has to move to California. But in California, he meets this girl, and her name was Allie. Now, the funny thing is, when she introduces herself for the first time to Daniel, she says, "Hi, I'm Allie," with an I.
You got a name? Allie, with an I. Hey, what's your name? Daniel, with an L.
I'll see you later.
That's literally how she introduces it. So like, I don't know. I thought that was so clever. I mean, Allie with an I, and then you come up with the band, and it's like the logo is like an I. Obviously, it needs some work, of course, as you can see, but like, I mean, I thought that was pretty catchy too. Allie with an I. Now, of course, I would want to be the drummer because I mean, I played drums since I was young. That's like probably my best talent. My lead singer, I said at that time, was Jackson Damon. Now, they used to be neighbors with us, and yeah, their whole family can sing incredibly. I mean, their dad sang in college, I'm pretty sure, and their mom sings some sort of opera style music, so she's good. Yeah, I don't know. Me as a lead singer, I mean, I can sing well enough for plays, but it's questionable. Like, I could tell if I was on key or not, but like, I'm not like a lead singer, you know? My lead guitarist was my good friend Will, and bass guitarist was my other good friend Carson. I think now I'd probably have to go with Zach Shepard on the lead guitarist part because, you know, Zach Shepard, if you know him, he can shred, man. He graduated last year, but he's still one of my really good friends. And bass right now, honestly, back in middle school, I used to play bass, or I used to play drums with Zach and a guy named Parker Sherman who played bass. He was pretty good, but I was so young then I don't really remember how well he played. And I do remember a guy more recent, his name was B. Kim. He was pretty good at bass. And slap bass he could play pretty well. So I think that would probably be my bassist there. But yeah, this is probably going to be the last one. This video is already way longer than my normal videos, but hopefully you enjoyed it.
Well, hopefully you guys all enjoyed that video. Although it was a longer one, I'm sorry about the length, but I mean, it was fun to go through and see what I thought back then and how I think now. Hopefully you guys all learned something and just enjoyed yourself. Anyways, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Big man goes pee pee pee. Little man goes wee wee wee. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about that?